Hey guys, I'm here with Eddie Salters. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, sir. Man, I tell you what, a great show here today, ain't it?
Yep.
Man, it's great to be here, and I'm here talking turkey. That's something I love to talk about.
Yep. I got a couple questions for you.
Absolutely, bring them on.
So, how long have you been turkey hunting?
Actually, I killed my first turkey when I was 10, and I'm 69. So, you know, I've been bumping them right at 60 years right now, and I have made a lot of mistakes in that period of time right there. But you know, I got started because I enjoyed watching the turkeys gobble and strut. And you know, as a little boy, I could see them, you know, hens would crank up in the back of our cow pasture, and they'd fly down out there. Looked like just like bombers hitting the ground. And old Gobbler was up there. He would gobble every time he'd hear an old hen, yep. And then as soon as his feet hit the ground, he would puff up and go in a strut, and he would look like a black Volkswagen with both doors up. So as a young boy, that's what got me started. That's what made me want to kill a turkey, because I wanted to try to understand, what is these hens telling that turkey? Do they tell him they love him, they gonna kiss him in the ear, or what they telling him to make him gobble? And so, you know, I'm about to get that figured out though, but I still got a long ways to go.
Yeah. So you make turkey calls. How long have you been making turkey calls?
Actually, oddly enough, I built my first mouth call because my granddaddy showed me how to build it. Back when I was like 10 years old, I built my first mouth call. He had showed me how, and he actually, and him and another guy in 1929, they developed the first mouth call, and it all come off of a bird whistle in Mobile, Alabama. A guy was selling bird whistles, you know, down there at Mardi Gras, and they said, you know, we make him sound like a turkey with one of them. And so sure enough, he ended up developing a mouth call way back in the 30s, 1930s. And he showed me how to build them. So, but where I really got in the turkey call business, I become a barber, and I started selling them in my barber shop right there. And, you know, customers would come in, and I'd sell them a turkey call. Plus, them old farmers would come in there, and I'd cut their hair. And you know, back then we'd use a big old long straight razor. We'd shave it around the ears and all that hair off the neck. And I'd put that leather. You know, we used hot leather back then, a little machine. And I'd get that straight razor around the ears and the neck, and ask them, can I come out there and go turkey hunting? You know, I never did get turned down. I had a lot of places to hunt. That straight razor got me on a lot of ground. And, you know, I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for being a barber. Because, look, if I messed up on one turkey in one spot, I had another place I could go to.
That's awesome.
And I don't care. We selling top turkey calls here. And I don't care how many you got, if you don't have turkeys to call to, they ain't gonna do you no good. And so that's what helped me the most, was having a lot of turkeys to call to.
So you're a really good turkey caller. How many competitions have you won?
Well, you know, we kind of figured them up one time. I had actually, and these are real small competitions and stuff, but I won about 60 different, you know, about 5 different Alabama state champions, and actually a U.S. Open, not U.S. Open, just the Open contest. It was just an Open. It wasn't a U.S. Open, but it was an Open contest. And it had Dick Kirby. I don't know if you remember him, a Quaker boy. It had Ben Lee, Tom Stuckey. It had some of the Primos boys, but I ended up winning that one. And then, you know, I was lucky enough to win the world champion a couple different times, and that's really what really got my feet going anyhow. Got them under me a little bit.
That's awesome. So if someone wanted to start their own brand or company, what advice would you give them?
Well, you know, right now, being a world champion, you know, it really helped me. You know, and then understanding and going out there and working, and right now it's a lot of people making and selling turkey calls. So you better kind of do a little bit of thinking. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. And it's tougher right now than it was when I started. It wasn't that many people in it, but anyhow, I would recommend. To me, I'd recommend getting into some contests. I'd recommend, you know, going out there and calling in some contests, and you know, seeing how you fared out in them, and then you're kind of making your own brand name then a little bit.
Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, going back to so you're going to the National Wild Turkey Federation?
Yes, I'll be over there. Had a booth set up over there. Been going for, you know, it started. It's our 50th anniversary, and it's in Nashville, Tennessee, and it started in 1973.
Huh.
And I become a member in 1973.
Huh.
So, but I was going to show you one of my, before we quit today, I was going to show you one of my favorite things to do. Is learn to run multiple calls. And I figure if you learn to run multiple calls, like 2 calls at one time. Like that old gobbler think that you got 2 girls up there instead of 1. A lot of times they get him fired up, and he'll come see you.
Yeah. So I was gonna start a podcast, and one of the questions somebody wanted me to, you know, to answer was, what do you do when a gobbler hangs up at about 100 yards?
Well, run multiple calls for one thing right there,
okay.
And you know, it's just a lot of little things that you can come in there. You know, I like to use a regular purr, and I like to use a fighting purr. I like to do that,
yeah.
And so to make them think it's some gobblers over there just. Sometimes I'll pull my hat off and pop it on my legs, sound like they're hitting each other.
Yeah.
And you know, and then I'll, you know, gobble at them sometimes. I'll gobble with my natural voice and then get my throat cleared up. Sound like an old gobbler gobbling, and then getting in that fighting purr, and I've killed a lot of turkeys that way.
Yep.
But sometimes they beat me up. They'll still leave and go off with them. And a lot of times it ain't that they won't come in there. Sometimes they got hens with them.
Yep. And the hens just take them away.
Why do they want to leave the hens and come to you over there if they got girls already with them? So, a lot of that, when they load up with hens, is early in the morning. So go out there maybe at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of times you'll catch them. Them hens have started going off and laying eggs, and you'll catch them without any hens.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's you know, I've killed a lot of turkeys on up in the morning like that. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's very fun, you know, turkey hunting and stuff like that. So.
Yes, sir.
Yep, it was great.
Well, I appreciate you coming in here and letting us talk a little turkey, and good luck to all of y'all this spring out there. Kill a big old 30-pound gobbler.
Yep, thank you.
All right, man. Take care.
Yep.